depending on what context, everybody has a shifting definition of leadership is. What I want to ask is leadership something you're born with, or is this something that everybody has the potential for, and it just has to be activated, cultivated, so on and so forth?
Well, that's an interesting question. And I have a couple of schools of thought. I do believe that some people are born to be leaders. I think they have been designated to be leaders, and it's just who they are. But it does take them developing that gift, because it can be a gift, right? So I recognize that. But I truly believe that leaders are actually made as well. And so you can develop them, but I'm going to say something counter to what people, say all the time, is that anybody can be a leader. Not so much. I don't believe that anybody can be a leader. Anyone can have influence, but to be a leader, I think that's something different. I think that we look at management and leadership as two totally different things. Yeah, you may be able to manage and you may be able to influence, but you're not necessarily my definition of what I call a leader. Are you able to stand and withstand the pressure? Leaders are developed and made over time, and it's the pressing and the crushing. It's the ability to stay focused, the ability to understand the heat that's in the seat and not bend when the stakes get too high. And we see that leaders, or people who call themselves leaders, and we use that title all the time, and we say that this person is a leader, and absolutely not. I'm going to call a spade and say, no, they're not a leader. They hold the title and the position. They have positional authority. We may have given them some power. We've allowed their ego to believe they are a leader. But if we're truly looking at what the definition of a leader is, they are not. And so I don't believe that everyone can be a leader. I think that people can be developed. They can be better than what they were with some tools and the willingness to want to be effective in the role that they do. But just because you're effective does not mean you're impactful. And I think that we confuse those two. And I am really about leaders being both effective as well as impactful. So are they born? Yeah, some are actually born. And it's a gift that they are actually cultivating and they're working on every single day, right? They understand the responsibility of leadership. But I also think that there are those, just like any sports player, right, who understands this is something that I desire. I have a passion for it, and I'm willing to put in the work and go through whatever it takes to be the best that I can possibly be in this particular role. So they're studying and they're developing, they're getting mentors. And so, yes, they are made. And then I think there are others who should just opt out. Just, you know what, this is not for me. I know I can make a lot of money doing this. Just go ahead and opt out and help the people, because it really is a serious position. Don't laugh at me, Daniel. I'm serious. It really is a serious position that if we truly understand what's at stake with leadership, and if you're really looking at it to do it well, to think about the lives that are behind this particular person when you're driving the work, then I think that we should understand that this is not for the weak. And so if you're weak, this is not the role for you.